This video is made for an adult audience. Hey Brick fans, welcome back to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes are half baked. I'm Jacob and today it's time for me to show you folks how I build a train station for my Lego city. When I think back to my childhood, one thing that is synonymous with playing with Lego is playing with Lego trains. So of course, my new Lego city needed to have a Lego train running through it. And of course, with a Lego train follows a train station. If there is a train station that I was very much inspired by when I was a kid and a train station I really wanted, it's the wonderful Lego 4554 Metro station, which is wonderful yellow train station, which it's always just looked perfect to me. So that's a station I'd love to emulate in some way and maybe be very much inspired by it. I know other people have done this before. I actually think there was an idea set maybe that was inspired by that one at one point, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But I have been thinking about how to do this and I've drawn up some plans that I'd like to show you. And here I've got ye old graphing paper, which I've drawn on with pencil, nothing less than a pencil. I am not one that is very proficient in using one of those digital Lego designing software packs, but I think people who can do that are amazing. And if I can at some point in my life figure out how to do that, I would be very happy. But for now, this is the way I do most of my planning when I try to plan out a new Lego build. What you see here is the building scene from above, and this is a 32 by 32 base plate that I've drawn out here. And the thing is, this particular building is going to be 2 base plates wide, which is why I've actually only drawn half of the station, because the other half will just be a copy. So that's pretty easy actually. What you see down here is the stairs up to a doorway. There's going to be a dual doorway with the very, very iconic pillars right here, which is going to be cool. And then we're going to have a restaurant, I think a pizza place over here, and a waiting area in the middle. And over here, that's going to be a ticketing office and such. And over here, we have the platform going here, and there we have the train tracks and a service platform. And I also have an idea of putting a roof over the train track in some capacity, but I'm not 100% sure on how to do that yet. There is one thing I've noted here which is very important to keep in mind, and that is that the base height of the foundation of this building should be 2 bricks, because the wheels of trains are 2 bricks tall. So if people are to board the train without any problems, the platform needs to be 2 bricks high, and then it'll fit perfectly. There are also some details that might be worth looking into. For instance, a clock. A clock is a central part of the classic Lego 4554, which has a spinning clock actually, so you can put it on different times a day. A timetable, I believe I have a sticker sheet somewhere where there is a timetable on. I might even have a timetable printed on something or a sticker on some piece somewhere in my collection. I'll have to check that out. Luggage carts, of course, and should they be red, just like in the Lego 4554, a ticket machine or ticket office, and maybe some turnstiles would be interesting to put in here. So that's some of the details that I'd like to maybe add to this. But first of all, I've got to start building the building itself, and let's get started. I finished the basic foundation for the railway station, and I'm only now starting to appreciate the size of it. It's going to be, I think, actually bigger than any mock I've ever done, but I'm really excited to get going with this. So this is just great, I think. After about, I think, half an hour of building, I have reached this point. The arches, I've started those. Those are an integral part of the classic 4554 train station, or metro station if you will, I have found that the plates are actually under some tension already, so I wonder if these will go down flat once I've added in more bricks and such. But for now, this is where I'm at. I'm gonna go ahead to plate everything up here, so I actually have a floor inside the train station, and I'll be adding in the doors and such to approach something that is not exactly, but very close to the classic station. So yeah, here we go. All right, I've been working on the facade now, and I think this is going the right way. I'm not completely sure this is the finished state. I just before I turned on the camera to talk a bit about where I was at, I had an idea of maybe making some pillars or something like that with these, not these, but the other version of these that maybe stretches out here. Like something like this here. That might look good actually. It is worth a shot. But anyway, I do like how this is turning out. I like the way these arches look, even though this isn't a round piece. I think actually these triangles do very well here, and the doors look great when they are opened inside these archways. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I added a small detail down here, which I think is very neat. And of course, these masonry bricks really accentuates the yellow in a wonderful way. So yeah, I like this place, and I'm gonna keep working on this. All right, this is what I meant, some pillars out here, which I actually think that looks good. It gives it a great depth. Maybe it would look good if I move this one brick to the right, but then I couldn't have this detail up here, which I like actually. And it sort of repeats over here, and of course here and here as well. So yeah, I think this really gives something extra to this build. So this is great, I like this. I've also found some red chairs to put inside in the waiting area and the restaurant or pizza store, pizza shop, which I think looks good. This red really looks good with the yellow. But yeah, so that was a little detail, and I think this looks good. I have been wondering if I should push these windows back half a stud by using jumper plates or something like that. But to be honest, I like this, and even though the depth might look good, it would also decrease the space inside. And I do want to use the space inside for a small restaurant over here, the pizza place, and this should be the ticket office. And of course a waiting area here in the middle. So no, I don't think I'll push these back, but it is actually something I am considering. So if you have any ideas about that, please let me know in the comments below. So I've been working on the back for a bit. This is, of course, the platform where people can get on and off the train. Of course, there's a small pizza shop right here with a small menu. Of course, the sign says City Pizza and an advert for Vita Rush. Now, of course, there needs to be track down here, and I didn't have more than this one loose. So I had to find this right here, which is a present I got at one point. Wonderful present for my Lego City. There are strict tracks in here which can go right on this plate, and my plan is to add sort of a canopy, which means that these two last studs should be free for that. But I'm actually not sure if the trains will actually pass here, so I have to do some tests. I do have a train card or something lying around, which I can use to just check out if this is too wide or something. But we'll see. I do like the look of this here at this point, but yeah. So it seems that this train will run very smoothly by the platform and the station, so that's good. It seems the width is good right here. Of course, this isn't one of the newer trains, but this one is actually period accurate to the set that I'm trying to sort of copy here, or at least interpret here. This yellow metro station is the same generation as this train. This is the original set I had as a child. I did use a lot of time driving this train around. I do have a bigger one as well. Didn't have any passenger trains back then, but this one is really great. And I like the way it looks with this station. Yeah, this is cool. So I think this will fit. Yeah, that's pretty neat. What I've been working on now is the train tracks right here. I've given them some ballast. At first I actually wanted it to be the brown, the reddish brown, because that would look good, but I don't have enough of these 1x4 tiles here in that color, so I do have a lot of these 1x4s in black, so I think I can use those instead. It also looks pretty neat. Also added this right here, which is sort of the other side or the back side of this train station. And the reason why I added this is because, as I said, I do have an idea of adding sort of a canopy or a roof that should go across the train. Not sure completely how I'm going to do that yet, but it is an idea I have, which means that I do need to have something that is on the same level as this right here. I might end up taking out this wall and just have sort of 2x2 supports or something like that, so it's not this massive like this. But I do like the idea of this sort of two-sided platform, where this is more of the sort of a service platform or working platform or something like that. An important part of this build is the pizza shop here on the back, where people waiting for the train can actually buy a piece of pizza and just hang around getting their stomachs filled. I do like how this invokes the pizza van, pizza van of, I think is that 2020? I think it would be 2020. But anyway, it had this wonderful yellow and dark red look to it, and I've sort of tried to invoke that by using these masonry bricks right here. As I said before, sign, an advert for Vita Rush, and of course a menu, a couple of pieces of pizza as well. More pizza pieces will go into this mock, that's for sure. I need to add, of course, a pizza kitchen and some restaurant tables, because people could go in here and eat their pizza as well. And then there's the front, of course, which is a very important part of this station, because this is the part you'll probably see the most in my Lego city. So I have been working on this, and the funny thing is, the real set, or the 4554, does not have a back, so to speak, but the front is towards the train platform, which doesn't really make any sense. So I've had to come up with a front as well as a back for this, but I think this sort of invokes the original enough for me, and I like these arches right here, which is sort of a central part of the original. I would like the smaller 2x2 windows here, so I could actually have 4 windows atop each other instead of these 2 by, I think that's 3 bricks, 3.5 bricks, something like that. But I just don't have enough of those, and I need a lot of them for this part that's going to be right here in the middle, the tower with the control room and all that. All in all, I'm very satisfied with where this is right now, and I can't wait to get working on this again. Oh, I've actually forgotten. I've made a detail here on the end of this building right here. It's a plant, and I like that actually. It adds some interesting stuff here on the side, a side that could otherwise maybe be a bit boring. I don't know if I should add something on this side over here as well. I have been wondering if I could figure out how to do some of that graffiti or something like that, but that seems a little more advanced than I can actually manage. But if I can Google something interesting, I think I might try my hand at that, because that might look, yeah, that might look cool. But yeah, this is where it's at right now. You may have noticed in the beginning of this video that my Lego train station, or part one of it at least, was already standing right here next to me. And that's because I've started to record my videos in a bit of a different fashion. Now, having this new Lego room, I can go and start build something, and I can leave and come back days later, but I'll record all of it so I can actually make a video on it. And that's why I'm changing clothes throughout the video, and that's why this was finished in the beginning and you've seen the process until now. So it's a bit of a video trick, but I'm not trying to cheat you as such. It's just because I have new possibilities now, because in my old apartment I couldn't leave anything out and go to and fro and build on it, you know, during days. I had to do everything in one sitting. So at this point I can actually do something that's much more interesting, namely build something, leave it and come back again and have new ideas. So that's pretty perfect for me. All that being said, I am very, very satisfied with where I am with this build currently. However, I would love your input. So please let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas, any suggestions, or just any thoughts in general on Lego train stations, because this is something that is completely new to me. I don't think I've ever really built one, not even when I was a child, which is kind of weird. But anyway, this might be my first Lego train station, and I think it's fun to do. And yeah, I'm looking forward to get your comments. So that's all for me today. I hope you'll comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time. I was just about to start editing this video when I remembered that I forgot to tell you that I'm thinking of doing a live stream this week. I don't know exactly when it'll be, but I will plan one on my channel. I am fairly certain it will be here on YouTube and on Twitch, so please stay tuned and keep an eye on that notification. I'll try to keep you updated on Twitter as well for my next live stream.